Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you all are doing well out there. If you're following me, you know I am very, very happy today. As you can see on my screen right over there, this large old green candle is making Mr. Realistic very happy today. I hope you all are ready for another episode of Bearish or Bullish, where I get into my stock picks that I've got up here or what my fellow followers ask for, and I go through their charts and look if it's going to be a bearish outlook or a bullish outlook in the short term. Okay, so not long term, short term. So as we go through here, remember, I am not a financial advisor. I am here purely to entertain you all and to have a great time. All right. My job here is to just talk about what I see. It's only what I see. It's only my opinion. So take it as you will. Um, and make sure to do your own due diligence. Okay. That DD, it's important stuff. All right. So let's get into it right away because I've got a lot going on, as you'd see at the top of the screen. Everybody wants to know what's going on. We are on fire in the OTC right now, okay? All you have to do is be patient. And by patient, I mean like seriously a week, like maybe even a couple days. Like it's getting crazy hot up in here. It's awesome. All right, so let's recap today on VNTH. As I told everybody what I was doing on this day right here, October 11th, I was buying any and all dips. It was the go day to buy the dip zone. Look how it was riding the 8 MA on the daily, and it rode it yesterday, and that's when I knew when this was coming up and it's making that upward trend. Pop, pop. We had a great day today. Oh, penny land tomorrow. All right, let's look at the RSI. All right, RSI is sitting about 79%. I mean, RSA nowadays is going crazy, 90%. AHFD today, somebody was asking about it. This sucker hit 95% on the daily. Look at this. That is insane. No, 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 96. I forgot. It hit 96 before it came back. It was nuts. It was going off. I was like, this thing is going through plummet, and plummet it did. Well, not too much. I mean, well, in relative terms, it is kind of a lot, but don't worry, it's going to go back up. It's fine. But it definitely needed a cool down. That thing was just on fire. So I'm definitely going to be looking at that soon as well. We'll get to that later. So back to VNTH. Great day. Setting us up for Pennyland tomorrow. Look at this. I told you all. This is what we're looking for right here. These indicators, all right? We had the golden cross with the 50 over the 200. All right, and then 8 MA is the green, and 21 MA moving average is blue. Green on top of blue, bullish. Blue on top of green, bearish. Yellow on top of purple, bullish. Purple on top of yellow, bearish. Okay, so we are full bullish in the hourly chart up here at the top, and it just begun. I mean, look at this. Last time it did this, oh yeah, we're getting in for a run here. There's gonna be some these kind of pullbacks right here, but this time, look at this RSI. This RSI was getting up in the hourly over here, so it just kind of cooled down. We'll go over it in the daily in a second, but that's all it was. It's cooling down. Now this consolidation period, and as it's going up, oh, they are going to a next level here. We're looking at possibly upper ones, maybe twos if we're really pushing the RSI up here before a nice little pullback and keep going. So let's go into the daily real fast. This thing's going to continue to break penny and beyond. As always, anytime I see this large candle right here, okay, eventually we're going to get a large red candle. That is not a red flag. That does not indicate the sell. An indication of selling would be more of this green candlestick green 8 MA just plummeting down here with a big red candle. All right, that's the sell indicator right there. I have no intentions of selling anything of this stock anytime soon. As I told you all today, if you're following me, please follow me, Mr. Realistic OTC at Twitter on my updates today. I'll tell you all when I enter and exit a play. It really doesn't matter. I told you I'm going to be fully upfront with you all. So be prepared as well. if you know my style and you learn from my teaching, you're going to understand exactly where I go in and where I come out, and you're probably going to mimic some of that down the road if it's working out pretty well. All right, so today we were looking at a 26 gain. So let's look at the large green. If you haven't followed my show before, up here we have the O, open, high, low, close, and then we had the number change on the actual stock price, and then the percentage it went up. So if you hover over your candlestick right here, it shows you all of those. So we opened today at 7.9. I told you all 8.1 was resistance, and you all flooded the gates. Holy crap, this thing shot up to freaking 90 out the bat. I was like, holy smokes, you all were hustling today. Way to go. Um, and we broke right out of that 81 right out the gate. It was fantastic. Way to go, everybody. And from there, all we did was have our little pullback, as I was saying. Once we got up and out, we were good to go. So today is the 13th right here. All right, so huge one. I said little pullback. All right, we're gonna, some people are gonna think that, oh yeah, not going, dude. It just started. Look at all these indicators, and then we're going. We're gonna go. We're gonna have these small little pullbacks. We might have a little stronger ones. This is the beginning. Super exciting time here in the VNTH community. Any news, anything of that nature will make this thing skyrocket. It's going to be great. All right, let's keep an eye on the RSI. We're looking at 88.5. All right, so that was when we pulled back, and now we're sitting at right here 79. So we've got 9% based on that. It could definitely go above. As I showed you, AHFD went up to 96% RSI, so it's definitely can go up there. I don't recommend it because it's going to have a bigger drop. All right, so what I would like to see personally is this. All right, this right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 green days. 1, 2, 3, 4 would be fine with me. Consolidate. 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Consolidate. Boom, boom, boom. That's how we make money. We don't make money on these pump and dumps where they just go, wee. All right, we don't want that. This is what we want. This makes us money. All right. So let's move on to the next one. MBRI. As you know, I was tweeting this one out a bunch today. This one was the perfect consolidation buy, in my opinion. I did buy a little sooner because I thought right here that we were going to get a little bit more push as it was starting to curl some. It was way too early, little premature on my end. We all make mistakes. It went down to 31 right over here. I bought it 3.3 and 3.4, which I'm okay with because that's the spot I was looking for. Low threes anyways. Doesn't really bother me. And then as you can see, this 50-day MA on the 1 hour chart, it is just hugging there right there, okay? Closed at 3.2. I would have loved 3.3, but 3.2 is fine. The only reason I wanted 3.3 is I want this to start curling up. As we can see, the 21 is coming down. That's what we want, all right? So as we can backtrack, all right, we're looking at this, all right? We had a pullback way back when. This came down, bearish move, price indicates it down a little bit, and then flies up. This is what's happening. All right, let's zoom out. Let's look at from the beginning. All right, all the way from the beginning. Up, consolidation in the bearish move. Up, consolidation in the bearish move. Up, consolidation in the bearish move. Up, and it took a big jump too compared to all those other ones, so a little longer on the consolidation piece. So I fully expect this to have an amazing support tomorrow. I think the lowest you're going to get it, if you're lucky, is 3.1. I think it's going to be more like 3.2, could be 3.1. Anything around 33, 34 below, it's going to start to get swallowed up because as it gets to that 33, 34, we're hitting 40s by either end of the day. We might hit it, but it doesn't really matter. 40s by Friday, in my opinion. Okay, so hugging this line on the 50 MA on the hourly, and then we're going to consolidate here. This is screaming down. So as soon as this comes up and above, we're up for the next leg. Let's look at the RSI on the daily. Obviously, our indicators on the daily, we just had a bullish cross. Yeah, on the daily. And this is a long-term trend. All right, this is fantastic if you're a long-term investor in this stock. That's exactly what you want to see. Okay. Bullish move was all the way back here on September 22nd, and it stayed on here, and it is looking like a beaut. All right, notice how it's coming down and it's touching the 8MA. Boop, 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 boop. I fully expect this 8MA to fly up since we've had 3 red days on here. Okay, so this is the daily, so each one of these sticks represents a day. 3 red days altogether, so fully expect this to touch right around or be close to the stick tomorrow, the candlestick tomorrow, because this 8MA is going to start screaming up. All right, so that's what it's all doing. It's just coming down and touching the 8MA as it goes up. Shout out to True Stock Data for looking at that. Make sure you give him a follow. He is fantastic. I've been working with him all this week. Great guy to talk to. Very knowledgeable. Great DD as well. So give True Stock Data a follow if you can. All right. So NBRI, I love this. I think we're seeing a PUGE type trend. PUGE chart. I mean, look at this thing. Oh, had it right here. All right. So we're here. Okay, we're right here on PUGE chart right here. They didn't even have this crossed until later, so I fully expect we're going to continue to have this. Look at their RSI. Look at NBRI's RSI. Not even barely touching oversold. Perfect. Oh, and we even got more consolidation than them, which in pullbacks, which is better for a better run. All right, that's why you don't prop up in your stocks when you're not supposed to. They tried to do it. They tried to push it to 40 right here. Look, you can't force it. Let it just do it naturally. All right. So let's look over here at QUF. All right. So this is actually a follower of mine who asked that he was in. He wanted to know about this. I know nothing about this stock at all until now. I'm just looking at it. I took a peek at it a little earlier, but haven't really had time to look at it. So let's analyze this one together. I wanted to see if you all can notice trends, all right, in here as well. I don't know why these are all cut off, all the indicators on this is the daily, by the way. But let's look at this. So remember, gold or yellow, whatever you want to call it, over the purple, 50 over 200 is a bullish. So it's bullish right here, okay? And then it's coming down long term. There's long-term indicators. And then if the purple comes above, it's bearish, all right? It's holding flat right here, which is nice. So it could make a reversal. Let's keep that in mind. All right, so as we look at the 8 and the 21, green over blue, bullish. Okay, anytime the blue's on top, bearish. So let's follow it. All right, almost dipped down here. This is a long time ago. This is back in January. Came all the way up. All right, came down. As you can see, this is the nosedive. This is what you're looking for profits. If you're wondering, if you see these long candles, it's just take it, let it come down, let it wait. Don't buy these. Don't think, oh, hey, I'm catching the dip. No, just wait for it to come back down and then wait. Never get in on a sideways 8MA either. Make sure it's coming in upways. So I wouldn't even buy right here. I would get it when it's coming actually up. All right. So then you sell, sell a little bit on the way up. And then once this happens, all right, you have 2 big red candlesticks. That's an indicator sell. I mean, sure, you missed the top at 41, but hey, you're still getting in the 30s, and you're probably your entry point. What I would do is a 9. You made great money right there, and then it comes back down. Then you buy back in right here, 25, ride it back up. You got your candlesticks, 34, making money down. All right, so this is a downtrend right now, which is fine. That means that it's coming down. I have no idea. We need to look at if this stock has any catalysts coming up. If they have any catalysts, it's going to make a huge difference as we go through it. So let's look. All right, it just had a bullish move, and that's a strong bullish move. I'd be curious why it made this. RSA is nice, sitting good. Then it had a sell-off. Look at this large, look at these large things. Is it getting manipulated? Are people just like, oh, I'm just done. I want to get out of here kind of thing. So there's a lot of indecision right now within the stock. So it's going to come down. The question is it going to bounce off the 21 or is it going to continue to go downwards? All right. Like I said, the 50 MA flattening out is a good thing. We want it to come back up. Daily takes a lot to reverse this, okay, the bearish stuff. So let's go to the hourly. Daily, I'm not sure what to expect from that other than it looks like a downtrend is going to continue. All right, so when you see these spots, so this is every hour. So as we can see, we've got candlesticks and we have these dashes, okay, in between here. That's no volume. Okay, so or like a very minimal sell or buy, greens buy, red sell. Okay, so the volume right here, this is the issue. And it's all right because the thing with this stock, and I looked up, I'm going to show it to you. Go to OTC markets, let's put in QUF. Okay, QUF. So in QUF here, OTC Markets gives us all the info we need. So let's look through the security details. This is what I want you to see, okay? So right here, all right, our market cap for this company says that based on its outstanding shares, okay, we're looking at $89 million market cap. This is kind of crazy. An unlimited authorized shares. I've never seen that before. Not really my forte. This is where you'd want to ask True Stock Data. Really good at that stuff. Let me see what he says. Oh, no worries. So the outstanding shares that are traded, there's less than 400 million of them. That is a crazy low float. Crazy low. So let's go back. All right. All right. So I take this as a float because this hasn't been updated yet, but that's insane. Like crazy low. That's almost, I think that's 3 times less than PUGE, which is pretty crazy. All right. So that's why you get this low volume right here. Not a lot. But the thing that's gonna change it all is anything, any catalyst or anything to this thing will skyrocket. This is what happened here. I mean, all it takes is volume. And that's what it is. If you're going to be in these low float penny stocks, you have to have extreme patience. It's something I struggle at all the time. And it's something I'm working on. That's why I kind of like the ones that have, those 3 billion to 5 billion range because you get that volume and the volumes tends to be there more often than none because they're a little cheaper. All right, you see 21, 22 cents, you're like, oh no. But guess what? This thing could skyrocket to $1 a lot faster than any of those 3 billion, 5 billion ones ever do. Way faster. All right, that's why ILUS is running because that thing has a very low OS outstanding shares. So that's why it's moving up, and that's why it can hit that. I'll talk to that in another video. So overall, looking at this stock right now, I see bearish. I see bearish on the stock. All indications look it's coming down. It's going to start dropping. If this was me and there's no catalyst coming up, I'm cutting my bags on this thing. I mean, there's no indication of this turning around anytime soon without a catalyst or some news. We would hope for this to turn around. We'd also hope for this to come up. It could happen. For me, I would just cut my losses and put it into something that I know that's gonna go forward. So that's my opinion on that, and that's what I would do if I was in that. All right, so let's move on. I'm going to start going a little quicker on these because we are sitting at 20 minutes right here and I don't want to go past 30 minutes. All right, so CFGX got into this yesterday. RSI is looking good. Consolidation period right here. It's staying in the trend line. I like this stock a lot as the way it's been trading. It could go as low as 19. Don't think it'll hit the teens again. If it does, I'm buying a ton of them. That's me. Let's look at the hourly. Okay. Hourly show. Oh, sorry. Let's look at the indicators. My fault on that. First thing you need to look at. Indicators are all flying up. Agree. That's why I like this stock. All right. So hourly. Hourly is a good entry point way to kind of see where we want. All right. Anytime we're going sideways like this, called consolidation. All right. It can consolidate and go down. Okay. It's where it's kind of going at. These lower ones are going to do a lot more of that. It's going to be fluctuating. It's easy to get manipulated. People can buy 30 million shares and not bat an eye. I mean, it's really not that much money for a lot of your upper end traders as well. So easily manipulated. If it ever jumps up like this, okay, and it hits the top and start to curl, take your profits, take your profits, take your profits. You'll always have another entry to get in. Going through, consolidating, waiting for that 8 MA to come up. Oop, goes up, good. Coming down, huge green. I would have sold up at 30. I would have sold right at 30 because I would have been right here at 17. You're hitting 30. Okay, that's a big gainer for these low ones. It's going to come back down. It can't sustain that. Come down, pull back, pull back, pull back. RSI, and then consolidate. Huge, or not huge, sorry. Big green candle at the end of the day. Somebody's trying to push it up. They're trying to go over. I've noticed on the stock there has been a lot of resistance once people are trying to stop this bullish movement because technically it's in a bearish cross. It's bearish right now. But what you want to see is that consolidation so that the green line goes sideways and the 8 or the 21, excuse me, the blue line comes down and then it breaks up. Okay. So you'll start to see that it starts to come down and then boom. All right. That's what we're looking for. All right. Coming down, coming down. This is coming down and then boom. Oh, didn't really boom. Sorry. Boom. So it's going to continue to do that. And it's just going to work its way up. All right. So I like that. It's still waiting to become pink current. When it does, boom, boom. All right, so MJWL, this one was a huge runner back in, when was it? It was July? Yeah, it was around the 4th of July. Or that it came down, actually. Sorry, June. So huge runner. It's going to be a huge pullback, right? ILS, ILUS, going to happen to them too. All right, good stock, but it happens to them all. Coming back down, consolidating. This is daily, so just imagine the hourly when we talk about this, but this is daily form, so it takes a long time to do that. And now the breakout. All right, so just imagine what I'm talking about. Hey, we take our profits, we wait for it to come down, we wait for it to consolidate, and then we look for the next break. All right, daily, it takes months for that. Okay, we're talking about the sell was in July and it ran up really high to 26. It's a low floater. All right, I believe off the top of my head, this is like 700 or 800 million OS. So volume's typically lower. When it gets big volume, it spikes up, and that's why the price goes up so high. TGGI, I used them as an example last time. I use it as an example here. It's just easy when you stay the same way, so you completely understand it. TGGI has 8.5 billion shares. I don't care what anybody else says. That's what they have for their outstanding shares until otherwise they post it. 8.5 is moving, let's just say 8.5 tanks. Okay, this one's 3/4 of the tank. All right, so much more likely to hit dollar land or upper with that kind of share structure. So that's why it is. But remember, share structure, if it's lower, it's going to be less volume. It's going to be more weighting. That's why this one's taking a lot longer to consolidate and go down because it doesn't have that that volume that you're looking for. It takes a lot more time to bring that back in. So I like this to break out and higher, and we're going to see some higher highs here in the next couple weeks. All right, so MJWL, today was just a pullback. I fully expect it to start going up here soon. So bump up. Just needs volume. That's all it is. Volume, volume, volume. Okay, PUGE. This one had a pullback for 2 days, and look, today had a nice drop down to the 1.8, and I missed it. Great. So what happens when you're at work. All right, so I would have definitely picked up the 108. I think that's a great steal for this stock. It is definitely a huge hype stock. It's a good stock. I tell you every time it's hyped, it's getting propped up. All right, finally lost some of its hype, and they let it go. 50, holding the 50. All right, it's still showing that bearish trend. We might see 50 again, and then before it goes, I'm sure there'll be a bunch of buyers tomorrow or Friday, and this thing will skyrocket. So PUGE, look for it to go to 2s. Let's look at that RSI. All right, RSI, we're looking at 74. Solid run intact for them. So, yep, 2.5 plus probably, and then a large pullback for PUGE. TGGI had another follower ask a follow up on this. I get a lot of asks about this as well. That's all it was. You guys had a big run. It's coming down. Now it's just consolidating. The best thing about this consolidation is not completely sideways. It is at a slight incline. So all you all are doing is just waiting it out right now. All right. As you can see, if we zoom in, there's this little bullish cross right here. If you want that thing to go up, start buying. All right. I know you need buyers for that to fly up. This is completely supply and demand. Okay. The demand right now is lower. That's why the price is not increasing yet. Do not worry. It will be there soon. I like the way this is going. Let it consolidate. Hold if you got it. And watch for a breakout in, I don't know, a week, maybe a week and a half too. You guys are good. You guys will be fine. Maybe I'll jump in the bandwagon if Interactive Brokers would let me buy some of it. I tried today for y'all too, but it wouldn't let me. All right, so toner. Let's look at them. Starting to curl. I don't believe it. Fake out. All indications are bullish, 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 bullish. They're just waiting. I think they're waiting on current, if I remember correctly. Let's look over the hourly. Actually, hold on. Sorry. RSI. Just sitting there. People are accumulating. Okay, so it's holding right around that 50 area, MA, this gold line, which is a good sign. All right, coming above and below it, above and below it, above it now, which is really good. So I look for toner to have a breakout here soon. Anytime this thing has some news or anything, it's going to skyrocket. So get ready for a breakout at toner. It is going in an upward trend right here. All right, if we put this sucker here, what are we looking at? All right, so continue to follow this, right? This bullish pennant up. As it goes, it'll break above the trend line. I have full faith in you all in this stock for it to do. I do not own any of these yet. I plan to. I just got other plays right now. All right, so I'll get in it. Don't worry. I'm not no FOMO here. No FOMO. CYBL, everybody's favorite in the OTC community. Huge following. This thing gets any whiff of anything, and this thing skyrockets. Today was the first time I saw a tweet that didn't do that. That was wild. That just shows you it's consolidating. The hype's kind of dying down. People are trying to go to other things. If this thing comes down anymore, I'm buying it. It's not. It's just holding at 21. I mean, these guys are just going to hold, hold, hold. They're not going to let any bearish dips. Look at this. I mean, come on. Coming down. They're just holding it right there. They're waiting for that IR deck reveal. I know they are. I know you guys. You're just waiting for it. You say, I want my 10 with my IR deck. I hope you get it. I really do hope you get it because it's a great stop. All right. So as we can see, this bearish trend is starting to curl this way. So this is what leads me to indicate these fives are the lowest spot you're going to buy. So if you want CYBL, I believe that fives are our low spot, upper fours. I think we're like 4.9s. We're like right around there. You might be able to snag. We're going to see a breakout of CYBL soon. All right, so expect to see some sixes and then some 7 soon for CYBL. Look at the RSI cool down during your guys' wait right here. Completely worth it. 10s are coming your way. Congratulations. All right, ETEC. Had a follower ask if they should sell their ETEC to get into VNTH. I love VNTH. I think it's going to be great. I think ETEC is going to be great too. Just waiting for the old trusty OTC markets to come on through and say, you're pink. That's all they're waiting for. I mean, and people are just getting impatient because there's other runners. I get it. I've been there before. Um, Load up. That's what I'm going to do. As soon as a couple of these runs go through and I start taking a little bit of profits on the way up, I'm going to reinvest them into ETEC if they're in the 4s and the 5s. I think this is a great breakout. Look at all these indicators holding sideways, which means it's consolidating, which means people are accumulating. Let's look at the RSI is dipping down, so that's only going to help it. Whoa, did I say 59? Great. Awesome, 60. So you guys are in for a treat. Just hold on. You guys are in for a treat, man. Look at this. All right, so we're sitting here. All right, follow it. Every time the green's on top, it's bullish. All right, sideways, sideways, sideways. Consolidation's coming down. Some people are just getting impatient. That's all it is. And it's coming down. Look to see if this holds. If it continues to dip, it could dip down to the 200 MA. Any stock that goes to 200 MA usually bounces because people on the hourly because people feel that that's a good buy. It typically is a good buy, so keep an eye out for that. If it does dip down there, I think this is going to be a great pickup. Selfishly, I hope that it does dip down there, and I'll help you all out and buy some more for y'all. All right, ETEC coming in, just need pink. Then we get some news, and then we fly. All right, so this one was brought up to me today, AHFD. Briefly mentioned it. Chart looks great. Consolidation, consolidation. Then we had 2 breakouts, and now we're getting to profit. Yeah. When you got a 96 RSI on the daily, you're gonna take some profits. And they were trying to push it up in the 5s. When I was looking at it, it was at 5.0, 5.1. This thing was just not going anywhere. I mean, somebody had 3.2 million sitting at 4.8, and I said that thing, I would sell into that. I would sell everything into that because guess what? It's going to come down either way. It doesn't matter. You're not hurting the stock. It needs to come back and cool down. So, yeah, I mean, this was not a surprise at all, and I would be shocked if it's green tomorrow. Definitely could be. Definitely could be. Don't count anything out of the books. Anything's possible in the realm of the OTC, but definitely thinking this continues to dip. I don't know if it crosses. I don't think it does. I bet you it gets close and maybe like kisses off, but definitely see some consolidation, much like VNTH had on their daily. Um, so, they had this big run, 88, that's massive. I mean, look at this thing. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4 days. So, you're looking at, let's go to the daily. It's 4 days. So there's the day one. So don't be surprised if you got 3, maybe 4 days, 3 to 4 days more of red. Okay, so that would not shock me at all. This thing ran way too hot. Luckily, it dropped to 77. I would not buy any dips until I see some consolidation because it's probably gonna run pretty hot. But look at the indicators on that hourly. Money. This thing's starting to dip, as we know it was going to because it's so hot. It's running too hot. It shouldn't have gone that high. That's an issue right there. So that's why that's going to come down. But I fully think it's going to kiss off of there. I could be wrong. Just an FYI. Do your own due diligence. And bullish, bullish, bullish. All right. Looking good. All right. Long term is all that matters if you're a long term trader. Daily. Look at the daily. All right. LEAS called this yesterday. Somebody asked about looking into LEAS. I said, oh man, this thing is overbought like crazy. It was at 88. Man, I felt it was higher than that. But yeah, I was like, yeah, it's gonna come down soon. Okay. Surely enough, a couple hours later, thing drops. Okay, so those RSIs get up in those upper 80s, lower 90s, mid 90s for sure. Expect a dip. Okay, expect the pullback. It's gonna happen. It got swallowed up really fast. As you can see, RSI just turned on a dime, so that could definitely happen. Just like to AHFD, it's just supply and demand. All right, I wouldn't be shocked if we see a red day tomorrow with LEAS. Um, Look, this is all they try to do. I'm telling you, there's always a trend in the OTC. Let's follow this from the beginning. All right. Look. Bullish, bullish, bearish, bearish. Oh, hey, somebody's holding us up so it doesn't fall and completely go down. Bullish, 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 bullish. Oh, it's coming down, coming down. Oh, let's save it. Let's save it. Oh, sideways, sideways, sideways. Going up, going up, going up. Come down. Oh, doing it again. Trend. I mean, literally, MBRI's doing this. PUG's doing this. People are saving the chart. The chart is what's sexy right now. The chart is what people want to sell. Um, this thing should dip down some more. Should. So keep an eye out. I wouldn't be shocked if it goes red. I wouldn't be shocked if it goes green either. It's just supply and demand and should go red, but probably not. And I know it's gonna freaking plummet at some point. All right, our last stock. Man, sorry, we had so many stocks to go through here today. All right, news came out. Not really news. Well, kind of. I guess they did tweet after it. I did tweet out. There's a picture of the crypto exchange on their PayHow app for KYNC, and on KYNC right there, if you go down and look at it, it'll show you all of the cryptos that they have on there. Exchange does not go live until Friday. This will definitely continue to increase. I don't know any PT or anything like that, so please don't ask. I don't typically do PT. I just go until the chart tells me to sell. Sell right here. All right, look for those long red candles, and don't think about it twice. All right. So as we go through here, daily RSA is nice and cool. Got a little went up from 48 to 57. All right, so huge jump in a green candle. It was continuing to go in a bearish trend. The 1.5s, I think it went down to 1.4s. If I look, 1.45. I didn't have any funds I could use to buy any. I was going to because I knew it was coming. Because you could see it in the hourly, which we'll go to over here. So I was looking at this, gets off, come here. I was looking right here. That was the end of the day yesterday. And I said, oh, this could hold. And then it dropped right here. But this didn't drop too much. And then it held up. And, 134 is a hard one not to pass on right there. I mean, that's an easy buy, in my opinion. Crypto app coming out. And you're selling at 134. And it didn't break the trend line. Yeah, that's a steal and a half. Somebody's loving life right now, buying at 130s and seeing the sucker go up and hit 1.8s. And it's going to continue to fly up. Look at bullish. All right, bullish long term, golden cross, bullish as well on the short term on the hourly. Check it out. KYNC going to be moving up. Probably going to see some. It's going to have to go up. It's going to have to come back down, up and down, up and down, up and down. To keep a good chart. If not, see, we're gonna get four. You got 4 green candles right here. So in the hourly, so you're probably look at a big open. I bet you somebody bids over 2. You're gonna get somebody taking profit. Probably smart idea. Gonna come back down, consolidate, and then move back up. All right, it's gonna continue to that. Still got another day till it comes out. You're probably gonna see a huge push too. So you might see those 2s. It might gap up right here, might gap up, hit up here, and then at some point it's got to come back and retrace some. So I never buy it open because of that. You want to see what the movement's doing. All right. So the daily, huge green candle. All right. We're going to make a bullish move. So this is definitely going to be a bullish trend in the long run. Way to go, KYNC Army, for holding on strong. I know you guys were getting nervous this week. All you guys need is volume. All right. So they're there. They're there. They just like to see stuff. So now they're seeing it. Seeing is believing, right? So tell them they can see your bank after you got all those cheapies and now they're overpaying. Not overpaying. By no means are you overpaying for KYNC at 1.8 or 2 or anything like that. Very undervalued. But what I mean is If you hold that long, you should be rewarded. Congratulations, you all deserve it. All right, everybody, that is Mr. Realistic's Bearish or Bullish episode 103. I hope you all enjoyed. Try to do as much detail as possible. Love for you all to follow and subscribe to me on my YouTube channel, and please follow me on Twitter. I am most prevalent there during the daytime. Feel free to give me comments or stocks that you're looking forward to. Twitter handle is Mr. Realistic OTC. Hope you all have a fantastic evening, and let's continue to make some more money, man. This is a great run right now. We got to take advantage of these runs, all right? Hope you all have a great evening. Bye, everybody.